If I see a secret about you, okay, I will tell. Whatever you think you do outside, I will say, especially you, I will say, and I'm being very honest, I will not do anything, I will put down there because Nigeria has gone down. Now I'm employing people to actually do the right thing because the judiciary system is messed up so bad. It's messed up so bad. If you want to save your face, I believe a lot of APC members are here, so everybody need to save yourself. It's okay, it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Martin Jason Hotel. I'm from Edo State. They call me Verydarkman on Instagram. Now that the camera is on me, thank God the people that have powers are here. I'd like to say the people of Edo State, a flood carried the house, so they contributed a lot of money for the governor and he's here to do something about them. So we have to focus on that before we move on. Is introduction, please.
You're welcome to Celebrity Updates. In today's video, we are going to be analyzing everything that went down in House of Rep yesterday with VDM, Bobrisky, the EFCC, and the Comptroller General of Prisons. So we are going to be giving you the full details of all that went down. So do sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video, okay? As we all know, VDM was invited to the House of Rep by the members of the parliament to appear on the 30th of September, which was yesterday. And we did a video yesterday to cover the event where he appeared in the most dramatic way, right? So once he got into the parliament, he was asked to introduce himself. After introducing himself, guess what this guy did? He went ahead to report the Borno State governor to the parliament, making some allegations, claiming that, or allegedly stating that the people that were affected by the recent flood that happened in Borno State where people contributed some millions, so much money for the people, and they are yet to see the money, and that the governor of that state should be investigated before they started. So they went ahead to correct him, to tell him, oh no, this is just introduction. We do not want you to say anything else. Just introduce yourself. And I'm sure VDM knew that he was just meant to introduce himself. He wanted to sort of tell them that they are also more important things they should be talking about instead of him and Bobrisky or whatever is going on. Anyways, we would have to agree, as you've seen in some earlier clips, that Verydarkman is bold, fearless, and courageous. Even if you do not like Verydarkman, you would have to agree or give him that he is very, very courageous. He has displayed a very high level of courage with this whole thing, with the whole situation going on in the House of Rep. Verydarkman was not scared to speak. He was bold and he was very courageous, right? Anyways, the people there told Verydarkman to tell them the story, or just tell them what happened or whatever transpired, or just to reiterate what he said on social media. And at first, VDM refused to speak. He said that since Bobrisky is not in the parliament, is not in the house, even though the parliament members invited him and Bobrisky, Mr. Idris, since the man refused to come, he would have to withhold whatever he wants to say, and his lawyer will speak on his behalf. So this caused a little bit or a lot of uproar in the house. Most of them refused to not let him speak. They insisted that he must speak, and at a point it turned to almost threat, because some people were making comments like, if he doesn't speak, they have a right to invite the authority or the secret service or whatever to detain him. And to that, VDM replied that even if they detain him, he doesn't mind. He has been to prison before and he doesn't mind going to prison again. And with everything being said, after the back and forth, Verydarkman eventually decided to speak, even though he said if he speak, he would rather cry than to speak. He eventually ended up speaking, and he said a lot of things. he went ahead to reiterate everything that he said in the video we all saw on social media about how Bobrisky borrowed money from a said man and refused to pay back the money. We did a full video covering the whole story. In case you haven't seen that video, you can go ahead and check it out. How Bobrisky borrowed money, refused to pay, which caused all of this drama and whatever in the first place. Okay, so if you haven't seen that video, do go ahead, check it out. All right, and after that, Very Dark Man also seized the opportunity to apologize to um Mr. Femi Falana, that is Falz the bad guy's father. Recall that Falz had called Very Dark Man out for defamation of character when in the video Very Dark Man released, he mentioned that he was disappointed, or he would be disappointed if the Falanas have their name actually in whatever is going on with Bobrisky and the EFCC and the Comptroller General of Prisons. Okay, so the family, Femi Falana's family, took that as a defamation of character, and they asked for an apology. And in this House of Rep saga, whatever was happening in the House of Rep, Very Dark Man seized the opportunity to apologize to the family, right? And after that, he began to address some of the hills in the country. And when he started mentioning APC, the judicial system being corrupt and all, he was stopped abruptly. They didn't want him to continue speaking. Whatever, for whatever reason, they didn't want him to continue speaking. So he was talking about how the system is corrupt and the judicial system needs to do a lot of work. They need to sit up and um do what they were supposed to do, and he was stopped abruptly, and that is actually very, very laughable because you didn't allow him to express himself the way he was supposed to address himself express himself rather. And then moving on to the next drama that unfolded in the house. Recall that I mentioned that VDM refused to speak initially because Bobrisky was not present. And yeah, Bobrisky wasn't present when they were asked, or the lawyer was asked why Bobrisky wasn't present. The um, barrister representing him said that he was not around because he was not feeling well, and this man did not present any medical certificate to state that okay, my client is not here because he's sick. This is the medical report to state that he's actually indisposed and cannot make it to this place. Long story short, they did not allow him to speak on behalf of Bobrisky. And then Very Dark Man spoke. After speaking, he said a lot of things. He tried to, and he also presented the evidence he had on the case to the house. Although they requested for more evidence, but he refused to give. And then he said he had some more recordings. He gave them one recording and he said he had more recording. So now the point is, what is going to happen? Are they going to arrest Bobrisky? Because first of all, he was invited, he didn't show up, and I don't know what their law states about that. Is he going to be arrested? Is he going to are they going to fix another date for him to come and speak for himself, or they're just going to let this die a natural death, right? Anyways, with all of this going on social media, the social media space have been divided into two different groups of people. Some people are in support of VDM, while some are supporting Bobrisky. A lot of people are saying that Bobrisky is acting like he's above the law. Bobrisky was supposed to be in prison. Meanwhile, he was in a private lounge enjoying himself, and he came out looking like a woman that went on Omugo in the abroad. A lot of people are saying a lot of things that Bobrisky is not above the law. Others are also saying that VDM is just trying to fight Bobrisky because Bobrisky is his enemy. They are not friends. He's not fighting for any form of justice, and that he's trying to show that he knows too much. A lot of people are also saying that Verydarkman is doing the right thing. And if I'm to weigh the level of support, I feel like majority of people are actually supporting Verydarkman in this, in the fact that he's been so courageous trying to put the heels of the society to limelight for correction and all of that. So you guys will let me know what you think. Are you for VDM or you are for Bobrisky in this case? Guys, as this drama unfolds, I will keep updating you on everything that is going on with this case. And I hope you do enjoy watching this video. If you do, don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and also share with your friends.